Okay, let's take those 6 bolts out and liberate the bed. Got it. Ooh, it's slippery when wet.
Think it's ready to go?
Yeah, but it's pretty heavy.
Okay, we're gonna actually cheat and get the camera crew to help us do this, so.
I don't consider it cheating.
No, me neither, because I don't want to throw my back out worse than it is. Look what I did to this muffler outside on that.
Oh no!
Guess we'll have to get a new $19 muffler. So we got the bed off and we're gonna paint it, and even if we just do a cheapy undercoating on the bottom side, it's just not gonna stick with all of this tire rubber and oil and dirt. So even though it's freezing and windy and raining and stuff, you gotta do what you gotta do. Even after pressure washing it, it was obvious it had like an oily film plus a bunch of tire rubber, as you can see. So we're just going over it with some dish soap.
Yeah.
Degrease it.
I think it's good. David's got this all cleaned up with the pressure washer. Now the problem is it's wet and you can't have any moisture at all when stuff needs to be painted. So I've got to get it dried off the best I can. It's storming rain outside, it's frigid, and there's no evaporation. So I'm gonna seal it up in the paint booth. I'm gonna get some propane heaters, get it cooking nice and warm, and it'll evaporate all this bone dry. And I'll be shooting this in no time flat. The bed's pretty dry from the heaters and there's no moisture, but I noticed there was some debris stuck on the surface here and there, and also I wanted a little bit better of a key than just a bare primer, so I'm going over it with a red Scotch-Brite, and I'm not doing a perfect job, but I'm getting it good enough.
Steve's getting ready to paint the bed. I actually waxed a small spot in the truck right here, and you can see that it brings the color up a whole lot more than the chalky oxidization, so I'm gonna have to wax this thing.
Well, that's the thing. What do you match it to? When you're doing a color match like this, it's impossible to get perfect, but possible to get pretty good. And that spot to me is a little too blue.
Yeah. We took a striker plate over to the paint shop, and they didn't have the ability to actually do a spectral analysis and color match it. So they just eyeballed something, and this is too bright, so you think you can fix it?
Okay, so I've put 4 stirring stick dabs of black in here, and we'll see how much of a difference that made. That may not have shifted it very much at all.
Yeah, you're right. That doesn't look like it changed it much at all.
Should I just go to town?
You know that stuff better than I do, but if you go too far, there is no going back. This is so not the way to do this the right way.
Put your flashlight on it.
Yeah, that definitely made a difference, see? See how light blue that one is, and then that one's more like it?
Mm-hmm. I think it's pretty close. If
you want to spray some on the back of the cab, or do you want to spray a test panel? Oh, I forgot. Dulcich sprays no test panel.
Are you?
No, he just gets it right the first time.
You were trying to insult me there, Freiburger?
I really didn't want to have to wax this whole thing, but I'm going to have to for the color match. I'm just doing a spot in the back of the cab right now so Steve can come in and touch in this red and find out if we got our color match even close. Oh, well. Look at all the paint that came off.
Freiburger's being super fussy about the color match, and I think I've got it pretty good. But what I ended up doing is adding some flattener, which I did use right here in this little test patch. I'm going to see what that looks like by spraying the back of the cab. And I'm going to add an accelerator into the paint, and that's just going to make it dry a little bit faster under these conditions. That is a match.